This November, no matter the outcome, we will elect our 47th chief executive. But first, we're going to take a look back at how the presidents became president. This is your countdown to 47. Let's look now to Silent Cal, Calvin Coolidge. Prior to becoming the 30th president, Coolidge was born on the 4th of July in 1872. Years later, he graduated college with honors, was admitted to the Massachusetts State Bar, and began practicing law in the city of Northampton. Coolidge soon became involved in local politics, holding various roles. In 1907, he became a member of the Massachusetts House of Representatives. In the coming years, Coolidge's career saw rapid upward mobility, from the state senate to the lieutenant governor's office, and eventually reaching the governorship of Massachusetts in 1919. That September, Boston police walked off the job and riots broke out across the city. Governor Coolidge sent in the Massachusetts National Guard to restore order. Coolidge wrote to the leader of the strike saying, quote, "There is no right to strike against the public safety by anyone, anywhere, anytime." The strike ended shortly thereafter, and Coolidge became a symbol of law and order. In 1920, at the Republican National Convention, Governor Coolidge was selected as the vice presidential candidate running alongside Senator Warren Harding of Ohio. Harding and Coolidge won the election by significant margins. As vice president, Coolidge mostly attended Senate proceedings and social gatherings in Washington, D.C., but he was the first VP to be invited to sit in on presidential cabinet meetings. On the morning of August 3, 1923, while vacationing at his father's home in Vermont, Vice President Coolidge was awoken by his father to the news of President Harding's death the previous night. Coolidge was sworn in before 3 a.m. that morning by the light of kerosene lamp. The oath was administered by his father, a notary, using his family Bible. Coolidge was now the 30th President of the United States. Now the chief executive, Coolidge took a policy of cutting taxes and federal non-interference when it came to the economy. He refused to check the economic growth, contributing to an era of prosperity. In 1924, Coolidge signed the Indian Citizenship Act, which granted citizenship status to all Native Americans born in the United States. His popularity soon soared. In campaigning with the phrase "keep it cool with Coolidge," he was easily elected in his own right. In his second term, Coolidge sought to maintain the era of prosperity he ushered in his first. His strategy for achieving this? Minimal government intervention. And it worked. In 1927, Coolidge dedicated Mount Rushmore National Memorial in the Black Hills of South Dakota. While he was there, he announced he would not run for re-election in 1928. With Coolidge not in the running, the Republican Party nominated Herbert Hoover, who won the election that November. Calvin Coolidge served as President of the United States from 1923 to 1929. Upon exiting the presidency, Coolidge left Hoover with a prospering economy, which took a drastic turn for the worse later that year, bringing America into the Great Depression that would last for more than a decade. I'm Eric George for Valley News Live, and this has been your countdown to 47.